Let us begin our meditation. Meditation is utmost important to every, utmost important and necessary for every life, because we are under the law of karma and the three general law. The law of karma is something that we cannot diverge from, but the thing that can help us, it will be the three general law, or the law of the three characteristics. This law here, we need to decide to be in the correct system, which is the good system, the wholesome system. Because when we live with the wholesome system, the good system will bring in the stream of good energy to bring in the stream of good energy to help improve, fix, and support us to receive happiness and wholesomeness, attaining the knowledge and the understanding that are correct and wholesome, as well as has happiness, success, and fulfillment of our lives. Only the good nature that will bring value and benefit in our life, apart from the good system. Other system will not create any value nor benefit. Even worse, it creates suffering, chaos, and confusion in our life if we maintain ourselves with the bad system. When we are with the good system, the Lord Buddha have taught us that monks, may you intend to know clearly in body, feeling, thoughts, and emotion, for the purpose to eradicate the desires and aversion of the world. The Buddha have taught for us to live with the good system. It is necessary for us to intend to perceive, to be aware. Intent is to specify or target or focus. Wherever you specify or target or focused, your mind will be placed at that location. We call it paying attention. When we place the mind at that location, we then go in there to perceive. So the sphere of awareness, which is the state of awareness, will arise within the mind at that location. Awareness that we go into intend to perceive at the mind. Inside the mind is a wholesome property of the good nature, have a shape of a sphere, clear and bright. Uh, these property cannot arise elsewhere, only at the mind, regardless if it's wholesome, unwholesome, not good, not bad. It cannot arise elsewhere, only at the mind. Wherever we place the mind, however we place the mind, we will focus into that location. The wholesome property of awareness arises at that location. Awareness, once arisen within our mind, will then bring in the good and pure energy called bunya to flow in from the center of brightness of awareness, the sphere of awareness, the sphere that allows you to recollect, to perceive. Just like right now, we are able to recall. If we bring our mind to the body, uh, anywhere in the body, It can it can be your breath at your nostril. We then be able to perceive to the wind that enters and leaves when they uh, have friction against the walls of our nostril. We'll perceive that. We'll know of it. When the air goes in, we knows. When it goes out, we knows. If it goes in short, we know. Go in long, we know. We just want the the signal of awareness that arises, which call the sphere of awareness. Know clearly at all times with the state that arises, perceive of the air that passes in and exits. Awareness will work together with the our nervous system, the cell of the nerves inside our stomach. If the nerves are broken, awareness will not be able to perceive at all. But the state of awareness, the sphere of awareness arises, we then be able to perceive the state of awareness only. But when we intend to know at our belly, when the belly contract, but when we breathe in, the belly expands. When we breathe out, when the stomach contract, this is called expanding, contracting. When the air enters and exits, the movement. When we intend to know at the belly, our mind will be placed in our belly. Intend to know at the walls of your stomach, awareness arises. When our body expands, we know. When the belly moves and contracts, we know. There's the signal of the belly expanding and contracting. Awareness will go in to perceive those sensations. Perceive of the signal of the expanding and contracting of your belly. This perception relies such awareness to perceive, first to be aware clearly at all times, to keep on perceiving. We just want the sphere of awareness. We can be aware of anything as long as it is the place where we specified. And wherever we specify to know, we go in and perceive that location. Simply know clearly at all times because the sphere of awareness that arises will bring in the stream of good energy from the center of the bright, clear sphere of awareness. The good energy called punya have a shape of a sphere, clear and bright as well, but the property within that sphere is filled with happiness and purity. This good energy called punya, one stream in from the center of the bright clear sphere of awareness will then power and run the good system that will improve fix our elements inside to be clean, to be pure and bright, cleansing the impurities that are the tools to create sorrow and suffering. It is the one that responsible for creating problems and obstacles, which result in uh, hardship, difficulties, and suffering of our life. The chaos, hardship, difficulties in living our life, hardship and difficulties in meditation. The good energy will then cleanse these impurities, decreasing it. Once impurities decrease, problem and obstacle decrease, suffering, hardship, difficulties will decrease. The role and responsibility of ourselves is to intend to be in awareness. That's it. In awareness clearly at all times. This is the responsibility of this human form. We can only do this. Cleansing of the impurities are the responsibility of the system. The good system, they are the one that cleanse out the impurities, the thing that makes all the sorrow and sadness. We have the responsibility to intend to be in awareness with this with the state of awareness continuously. The state of awareness of sati will be the one that bring in the good energy called punya, cleansing in. This good energy called punya will have the responsibility to cleanse the all impurities. You'll see that all have responsibility of their own. Will not will not interfere with one another. We don't have the responsibility in cleansing the impurities because we don't know that we don't know where impurities are, how to cleanse them. We don't know. We can only do in what we can do is to intend to know for self-awareness arises. That's it. And the self-awareness will bring in the good energy inwards. This good energy called punya will then cleanse the impurities, all of it out. Once impurities are cleansed out, the purity and liberation from this dimension to the next dimension arises continuously. Know clearly at all times, okay? Wherever we intend to know, we perceive at that location. When we intend to know at the breath, we will perceive of the breath that enters and exits. If we intend to know the belly, the walls of your stomach, it contract, it expand, we know. Now every time it contract, expand, we know of it. Sensation. Or intend to know at the tip of your fingers is touching when we sit down with our leg crossed, right hand onto our left hand, the right index finger connecting with the tip of our left thumb. It touches the index and the thumb touch together, we perceive it. And this also works too. But if you intend to know continuously and you feel that you're forgetting, then just move your fingers and you will be able to gain back the awareness. All that we want is this feeling that the state of awareness or the sphere of awareness can arise. Just by only what we want is to simply know clearly without moments of forgetfulness, because when we forget, unable to perceive anymore, the sphere of awareness will also disappear. When the self-awareness disappears, the unknown arises in its place. This unknown, we call it ignorance or avisha. Avisha called unknown or ignorance. Avisha is a black dark sphere. Opposite of the sphere of awareness, it is a sphere clear and bright. The Lord Buddha have taught for us to intend to know at the body, at the feeling, at the thought, and at the emotion, just by at these four places only. The reason that the Buddha have taught us to intend to know at the body, feeling, thought, and emotion is because the nature, the three natures, which are the good nature, wholesome, unwholesome, not good, not bad, they, when they seize the moment, are able to do so, whichever side able to seize the moment, much more faster and refined, will then be able to process the mind, become the reside within our mind. They will come in together with thought, feeling, uh, body, feeling, thought, and emotion. Superimpose them into our mind, we can perceive of their presence. Whichever nature come into our mind, we can perceive them at the body, at the feeling, at the thought, at the emotion, because they come as a package. If the good nature have much more refinement, is able to seize the moment, they will come together with happiness, with comfort, because it is their property. The sphere of Vedana, which is the first layer of the mind, can perceive it. Once they entered in and uh, possess the mind, become the owner of it, they will then take the thought and emotion of the wholesome nature to bring it to impose them in our mind. The feeling, thought, emotion inside of us will be wholesome, will be the inner voice that is wholesome, beautiful. Come together with emotion, mood that's wholesome too. The sounds and the emotion that's wholesome will appear in our mind. The behavior of our body will be wholesome along with it. But if oppositely, if the bad nature have more refinement, uh, faster, refiner, or to seize the moment and came into our mind, they then come together with the feeling that are suffering, the unwholesome nature. Their property is the feeling that is suffering. Suffering is a feeling that you have to endure, hard to endure, to arise. Mm. And our meditation it will be difficult. Have to endure. Have to endure. It's hard to endure. This we need to know that the bad nature come together with their property, allowing us to know the feeling that you have to endure, hard to endure. Once the bad nature enter into the mind, will then bring thought and emotion of the bad nature. The thought is the thought of the bad nature. The emotion is the emotion of the bad nature. The thought will appear as the inner voice, and the emotion will be the feeling, mood, emotion inside, pressuring, bombarding, pushing in various of ways. Of sometimes it's the hindrances, sometimes it's the greed, hatred, delusion, lust. And for the behavior of the body, the behavior of the body will not be proper, will be crass and crude, not proper, not courteous. When they come together as a package. Uh, Body, feelings, or emotion, be able to perceive, to notice it. See the behavior that arises at the body and at the mind, are able to do so. But if it's the not good, not bad nature, having it to become the owner of the mind and have more refinement, able to enter into our mind. Their nature, not not suffering, not happy, uh, neutral, the neutral feeling. When we perceive of this, the feeling that's arising at this moment, and we see it as the not the neutral feeling. It's a feeling of the not good, not bad. Because they come together with body, feeling, thought, emotion as a package. The inner voice will be the voices that will point and guide in a way that is not wholesome and not unwholesome. The feeling and mood, emotion will not be good and not be bad. You can't say it's pleasant, but you also can't say it's unpleasant. It is strange. It is strange. Strange. Strange here means undetermined because you can't say it's good, you can't say it's bad. Even the voices of the thinking as well, not good, not bad. We are able to perceive this through our body, feeling, thoughts, and emotion. Regardless if right now we are meditating or in other time in our daily activities, if we notice, able to perceive, to notice at every present moment, in every moment of the present, know clearly at all times, with every moment. This moment, this moment we intend to bring awareness at the body, at the mind. If it's happy, know it's happy. If there's suffering, just know of it. If suffering arises, if neither happy or sadness arise or suffering arise, we just know. We're able to know, able to perceive in every moment, able to tell The feeling that appear will ever tell which side the feeling is. The inner voice, does it exist? The emotion inside, the inner mood, inner emotion. If happy, now what kind of happiness? Suffering, what kind of suffering? There are different type of happiness. Perceive of the property that arises. In To know of the body, feeling, thought, and emotion. It is for the purpose to eradicate the desires and aversion. Desire is the happiness. Uh, our aversion is sadness. The Buddha has taught for us to intend to know at the body, feeling, thought, and emotion, to go in to know the nature that possesses our mind, pointing and guiding ourselves, or to guiding ourselves, and how is it guiding us? What is it telling us to do? When we perceive this, we know that, oh, they want us to have excited happiness, have sadness with the worldly thing. What is the world? We look through the world, look at the world using our eyes, nose, ear, mouth, body in these four bases to perceive the outside world. We look at the outside world through our eyes, nose, ears, mouth, body touch, body's touch, toward the sight, the smell, the hearing, the taste, and the sound. The touch. Through eye to see the images, through ears to hear the sound, through nose to hear the smell, through mouth to taste, and the body for touch, through the nervous system. Know of the hot, cold, hard, softness, texture. This is the outside world, but the inner world is excitement and sadness. We perceive the outside world. The result appear in our mind as excitement and sadness. The Buddha have taught us to don't go and have desire and aversion to these excited happiness or sadness that appear in our mind. Why? Why don't Why does the Buddha taught us to not have desire and aversion with these excitement and sadness? Because the bad nature will then rely on this excited happiness and sadness, desire and aversion to make es- make a topic out of it. If you're happy, then you have greed, want to have more. To get all these pleasantries, you get sad. When you're sad, you'll be have irritation, annoyance, anger in these feelings. Both excitement and sadness will be the one that create a topic to create greed and hatred that will lead you toward troubles, creating trouble. When you're happy, they will create competition, fighting amongst it, hurting yourself and other people. If you're sad, then I know there's agitation, anger to hurt yourself and other people. These two have will bring in the bad energy. In the beginning, we might not want to hurt other, but the bringing in of the bad energy arises, impurities arises, accumulating the impurity within, creating suffering, chaos, and confusion, uh, consequence and disaster. Impurities, uh, which are bad energy, have a form, black and dark a sphere. Inside of it is packed with the property of suffering. Inside the center of the bad energy will be the sphere of misfortune, which will create, which are there to destroy all our fortunes and treasures. Physical treasure, mental treasure, material treasure, people treasure. All will create any value and benefit to us. Even worse, it will create suffering, consequent and disaster, lots of them in our life. That's why the Buddha have taught us to intend to know at the body, feeling, and uh, thought and emotion to eradicate the desires and aversion of the world. But if the Buddha tells us to eliminate desire and aversion, excited happiness and sadness, then what are we going to be with? Be with equanimity. Compose, compose your mind. Don't go having desire and aversion. Place our mind in the middle, calm, neutrally perceive of the wholesome, the pleasant and unpleasant things. Just be composed and balanced. Don't shake and stirred and be provoked with all the provocation. The mind will be balanced. Once balanced, it can be settled. Once settled continuously, the mind can be sturdy, will not be shaken. With the those have excitement and sadness, and you will not be guided into greed and hatred. And, and those things will force you to destroy and hurt yourself and other people. In practicing meditation, we intend to know the body, feeling, thought, and emotion. It be for the purpose of calmness or peacefulness too. Can be, you can do that, or it can be for the purpose of being to know and to understand. Intent, the purpose of intending to know at the body, feeling, thought, and emotion. If it is for the purpose of calmness, we call it samatha. But if it's for the purpose to know and understand the truth of the nature that's controlling every life, we call it vipassana. But vipassana, this is the preliminary vipassana, the beginning vipassana. We know what we don't see. Don't see yet, just know, but not see it yet with inner the Dhammacakkhu, the eye of Dhamma, or the eye of the Dhammakaya. In terms of practicing right mindfulness, In terms of intending to bring awareness here, our great teachers and masters have taught us the technique, taught the technique, important technique, which is to first to know of the seven space of the mind. The seven space of the mind, I can imagine there's two strings. The first one strung from the belly to the back, the other one from the left to the right. These two strings cross, intersecting. Have your index finger and middle finger stacked on top of this string, above the two finger width, above the belly, the navel level to finger width is the seventh space of the mind. It is the place where your mind, uh, it's the place where the base of your mind is. Above this intersection at the navel level, above it to finger width, is the location. As the location, as the permanent resident of the permanent resident for your mind. This location, you'll you're born and die, fall asleep and awake at this location. To fall asleep, the mind will come here. To wake up, you wake up at this point. This location is the location. Opening of the door that heads straight to the path of enlightenment. It's an important location. Humanity, because they don't know that the door of the path to enlightenment and Nibbana, they don't know where it is. Our great teachers and masters have proven already, Luang Por proven already that the location that is the seventh space of the mind is a location, it's an important location. It's a door that heads straight to the path of enlightenment. So let's bring our mind at this location. Our mind is the element of success. When we perceive of the placement, we just intend. When we specify a target, the mind will be placed at that location. They know. They know that to born, to die, to fall asleep, to awake, they have to be here. We just simply tell them, order them, intend it to be at the seventh base of the mind. Your mind will then be placed at the center of your belly, above your navel level to finger width. To see these two strings crossing, intersecting, and have the sphere of Dhamma called Sati that impose on our mind. We are able to intend of it, imagine it. The technique to see Grandmaster Luang Por have taught us to open our eyes a little bit. Opening our eyes a little bit means don't let your eyes shut completely. If your eyes shut completely, it'll be dark. Completely dark. Let us Our eyelashes touching together, that's it. Lightly, our eyelashes touches together lightly, enough for the sunlight to seep inside. Within, our belly will not be dark. The light outside will help to see somewhat. For us to see the light on, we need brightness. Yeah. Regardless seeing inside or seeing outside, all rely on the brightness. Even if you have eyes, but if there's no brightness there, it will be dark. This is about the outside world. Even if your eyes, but it's pitch black outside, it will be dark. Inside is the same too. If the brightness inside haven't arrived yet, we when we open our eyes a little bit, it can help a little bit. Relying on the light outside to help inside somewhat. Uh, the imagination and seeing will be easier, but compared to shutting our eyes off completely, closing our eyes completely, apart from opening our eyes a little bit will allow us to see somewhat of the inner world. The opening our eyes will also help us to be with to be in the middle between inside world and outside world. But if we close our eyes completely, then the attainment of the inner world, then we will enter the inner world automatically, where in the beginning it will be dark. Dark. If we close our eyes, it will be completely dark. When we open our eyes, it will still be in the door between inside and outside. In terms of entering the inner world, if you enter and it's pitch black, the bad nature will use the hindrances called sleepiness to trap you there. When you enter the inner world, it will be blurry, hazy, dreamy, sleepy, blurry, murky. This behavior is a behavior of the hindrances called drowsiness or tina mita. If you see this behavior, that's us open our eyes a little bit and then blur our eyes. Don't yet enter inside. Let's stay between the inner world and the outer world. And then use the mantra Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang. Use the mantra 3 times, 4 times with the voice, the refined, deep voice within. The reason that we need to intend to use the mantra Samarahang with the refined, deep consciousness because if we intend with the refined consciousness deep down, our mind will be refined. Intent with the refined consciousness you'll connect with the behind the scene that's refined within, able to perceive it. The sound samarahang from the most refined inside will transport outward. We just simply perceive it to the deep voices inside that have been brought out. Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang. Samarahang here is the name of a form, meaning name of a property. The name that we call the accordance with the property. The Dhamma have a form. Dhamma have name and form. In reality, everything, all have name and form. Name is form is like a container, packaging. That awaits the property. It accommodates the property. The inner world is the world of Dhamma. Even if we can't see it, but there is a form that is refined. If it's the good nature, and a form of a sphere clear and bright. But if it's the bad nature, it is a black sphere. And when we intend the state of liveliness, the sphere of liveliness, so appear clear and bright and expand, allowing your mind to perceive liveliness. Whatever the mind perceives, you perceive the same because the mind is our tool to know. The mind is not you, you are not the mind. The mind is a tool, just a tool for us to perceive only. For term of bad, the unwholesome sphere is the black and dark sphere. For example, boredom. The sphere of boredom once arises in the mind. The state, their state is a state of boredom. The sphere of boredom is black and dark inside, contain the state of boredom once arise in our mind. It will then present their property, which is the boredom. Bring it up in our mind. Whatever the mind perceive, you perceive the same. Because our mind is our tool to perceive. But because our mind can only perceive one thing at a time, sometimes we might have a two properties at the same time. That's because they are the fighting and the mix, the alternating between the nature, alternating. And that's why because it's so fast, it makes you feel like you're able to feel two things opposite together at the same time. Samma arahang is the same. Samma arahang that we intend. When we utter the name using uttering the name Samarahang here, the meaning is the monk who practice will practice diligently, practice for the purpose to be far away from impurity, sorrow, all impurities and sorrows. When we utter their name, meaning calling, utter their name or calling their name. When we call their name, they appear. The monk who practice will practice diligently, will arise when we utter the name Samma Arahang. Samma Arahang. Samma Arahang. They'll appear at our mind, cannot appear elsewhere. Properties can only appear at the mind. Samma Arahang. The monk who practice will practice diligently, practice for the purpose to be far and away from sorrow and defilements. They will appear in the center of our mind, have a shape or form of a crystal Buddha, clear, the Buddha image, clear, bright, pure, have a lotus uh, at, on the crown of their head. In a meditative position, inside the clear sphere, inside the clear sphere, covering them completely, sitting inside the Dhamma sphere. The crystal clear Buddha, clean and pure, bright, shiny. They have liveliness, can smile, can speak, can blink their eyes. When they appear in our mind, when we utter their name, when they appear, then they appear not without doing anything. They appear, they then bring their elements, fire, water, earth, wind, air, space, consciousness, feeling, perception, mental formation, cleanse them to be clean, to be pure, cleansing all of these defilement and impurities out from all your elements. Not only that, they also expand and fuse to be one with our human body, fuse into one, covering, wrapping this human body, protect, take care, look after the human body, because they are is our true self. For them to arise, they need to bring your elements to cleanse and purify them, and fuse and merge together with the human body because they are our true self, of ours, of each one individually. Each one have the inner Dhammakaya personal, their own personal triple gem within. Even if you know or don't know, if we are even regardless if we are Buddhist or non-Buddhist, this thing is the noble truth. Like the sun and the stars, it's of all human, regardless of where they are, what language they speak, they see the same thing, have the same thing. Able to use the mind, the sun, the moon, all the same. But the triple gem, it is personal. Each one have their own. The Buddha once arises, emerging one after the other, one one at a time, appearing every time we use the mantra Samma Arahang, meaning every time we uh, call their name, they appear. Or when we think of them, they will appear, expand, fusing together with ourselves. Their wish is to wish for us and for them to fuse and to merge into one entity, because allow them to be able to help ourselves to the maximum of their ability for maximum of fruit. That in reality, we also want to be one with them. Therefore, let us don the feeling like actresses, whatever they have role they have to play, they have to don the feeling of that kind of person. The thought and the emotion of that person will arise in their mind and will present their property. The mind can perceive those properties. However, the mind perceive, the actor actress will perceive the same because the mind is their tool to know. When they perceive of the property, they then able to use and dawn the feeling to become this person, that person, able to become them completely. We use the same principle. Dawn the feeling that I am the monk who practice will practice diligently, practice for the purpose to be far from all defilements and impurities. When we dawn the feeling that I am the Buddha is me. Our entire body is the crystal clear Dhammaka body that is bright, shiny, clear, cooling, clean, and pure. I am the Buddha. The Buddha is me. Our entire body is the crystal clear Dhammaka body. From the top of our head, our face, cheeks, neck, both our shoulders until tips of our toes is a crystal clear Dhammaka body that's bright, clear, cooling, clean and pure. I am the Buddha. The Buddha is me. When we dawn the feeling to be the Buddha, our entire body will become the crystal clear Dhammaka body that is bright, clear, cooling, clean and pure. It is necessary for us to fuse our body and their body to be one entity, and fuse and merge our mind and the Buddha's mind to be one. To fuse and merge our mind and the Buddha's mind to be one, we need to know that the Buddha residing inside of us. What is the Buddha doing? They reside in with us. They are purifying, liberating, bringing their mind to a stop, to a still. Whatever they are doing, we will do the same. We then will bring our mind to a stop, to a still. In the center of the Buddha, bring our mind to a stop, to a still. Light, soft, in a relaxing, light, comfortable with the center of the Buddha that's emerging from the center of our body continuously, one after the other, fuse and merge together with our body. I am the Buddha. The Buddha is me. We will then stop and still in the center. Each Buddha once appear, arise, first, muse and merge to be one as us. We then bring our mind to a stop, to a still in the center of the Buddha, in the center of our body, in the center of our mind continuously. I am the Buddha. The Buddha is me. Stop within stop. Still within stillness to the center of the Buddha, center of our body, center of our mind, the center of the center, center of the center. Stop within stop. Still within stillness, the center of the center, center of the Buddha, center of our body, center of our mind, center of stop and still continuously. When we bring our mind to a stop, to a still, in the center of the Buddha expands. When we stop and still in the center of the Buddha, when and then the new Buddha appear, emerge, one after the other continuously. Stop and still in their center. Bring our mind to head straight to the path of enlightenment, in the center of the center, center of the center, center of the center, center of awareness, of stop, of stillness. Don't go left, don't go right, don't go front, don't go back, don't go up, don't go down. Go into the center of the center, center of the center, center of the Buddha that arises continuously. In the center of the sphere that arises, when you stop and still in the center of the sphere expands. The Buddha that appear, we stop and still in the center of the Buddha expands outward, where we bring our mind to head straight on the path of enlightenment. When they appear clear and bright in the center of Nibbana, our mind is the element of success. Whatever we intend the mind to do, the mind makes it a reality. Stop within stop, still in stillness to the center of the Buddha, center of Nibbana, center of all the Buddhas, all the silent Buddhas, all the Arahants. The Buddha and the Nibbana are all the Buddhas, all the silent Buddhas, all the Arahants. When they, even though they have left uh, from this cycle of existence long, long ago, they left, but they don't neglect. They reside in Nibbana, uh, always helping all, everyone, every being, bringing all the everyone, every being in all uncovered realms and universes in their center, bringing, always look after, take care, and help, not allowing the Mara uh, detach our mind body with the Grim Reaper. Any being that are with the wholesomeness that are universal, the triple gem will appear clear and bright in their center. The physical energy will appear bright in the center of their mind, their body, continuously, as long as they are in the center of wholesomeness. Even if they believe in Buddhism or not, or have no religion at all, if their mind is wholesome, the triple gem will appear clear and bright in their center. The flow of good energy will flow in the center of our mind continuously, just like us at this moment. The all being in Nibbana will then bring the good energy that came in will compound and multiply to cleanse and purify us. This purification liberation doesn't mean liberate to enlightenment, to become enlightened, but liberate and purify and liberate from one dimension to the next dimension continuously. Cleansing impurities, defilement, sorrow that are the one behind all the suffering, consequent disaster that might happen in the tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, next decade. Allowed all these impurities to be cleansed and cleaned out completely. From heavy will be light, from light will be non-existent. And every day, when we finish with our responsibilities, uh, work, study, come back home, we shower, clean ourselves, our body, so then meditate, practice right mindfulness to intend to bring awareness for the self-awareness to arise, uh, to bring in the good energy to fix and clean out all the elements in our inside to become pure. We liberate from one dimension, next dimension continuously. Every dimension that we liberate into, out, out from and into to the inner dimension, will have resources that are better awaiting us. When we conduct wholesomeness, the good energy, that's pure, that's more pure. More pure here means the older dimensions that we have liberated from. More pure means more sacred. More sacred means more capability, power to cleanse the impurities better. Also, the treasures and fortunes in the center of the good energy are also have more value. Uh, the karmic reward will be more too. There are so many great and wonderful things awaiting every time that we, in every dimension that we liberate and escape to. Our status changes to attain the refined treasures that are much more higher, uh, more value. Our inner status will change. Inner status is the cause, the external status is the fruit. We will change our status. We need to change the status within first. When we have conduct wholesomeness to be upon ourselves, they will then create wholesomeness, value and benefit to humanity, everyone, every being by relying on loving kindness. Loving kindness is a tool of the good nature that for those with good energy, allow good energy to help and value, help and support those with less good energy. The humanity rely those with lots of good energy, all being rely on those with lots of good energy to help and support those with less good energy through loving kindness. Because loving kindness is a tool, that's why there are different quality. Great Master Luang Pu have taught us to use loving kindness of the mind of a mother who is filled with love and kindness, love and well wishes toward her young children. Bring the mind, bring this wholesomeness of the parent up in our mind, because the loving kindness of the mind is filled with love and well wishes toward her young children is a mind that is a mind of the loving kindness that have high good quality, able to give, able to give even her life filled with love and kindness. At most, let's bring the mind that have this quality up by intending, which is intent to the mind of the mother with filled with love and kindness, well wishes to her young children. The loving kindness that have this quality will appear clear and bright in the center of our mind, clear and bright, cleansing our mind, our body to be clean and pure. First, we will receive the merit, the benefit first from loving kindness that appear. We then rely on the loving kindness to help support our family by expanding. Think to expand the house, the residence that we are living in. Loving kindness will shine clear and bright, covering all the resident, the place of living that we are in. Clear and bright, cleansing every molecule of the environment, including people and our family, our parents, our sibling, our nieces, nephews, son, daughter. Loving kindness shines clear and bright, cleansing, to be clean, to be pure. Wherever the mind expands to our loving kindness, which rely on the mind as the birthplace will shine there. Toward brightening up all the environment, including everyone, every being. They expand our mind that filled with loving kindness, expand them far and wide to cover and help everyone, every being, covering the whole village. Loving kindness shines bright toward the whole village. Expand continuously toward the district, province, other provinces, covering the whole country, and continue to neighboring countries, other nations, and have covered the entire world. May this world be a crystal world that's clear and bright, clear, cooling, clean and pure. May humanity in every life be free from suffering, be happy throughout. Including all the earth spirit wind spirit, all the angels, all realm of heaven, all the Brahma, Rupa Brahma, hell being, hungry ghost monsters and animal, may all these living beings be free from suffering, be happy throughout. For those who are suffering a lot, may they suffer a lot less. For those who are suffering a little, may they be free from suffering and be happy. For those with little happiness, may they have plenty more happiness. And for those with plenty of happiness already, may they be happier than ever before. When we have this wholesomeness in our mind, when we expand our mind that filled with loving kindness, expand it far and wide toward the environment of the universe, covering big and small planets, tens of hundred, thousand, 10,000, millions of stars and planets, expanding continuously toward immeasurable realms and universes. Loving kindness will then shine clear and bright, helping everyone, every being, immeasurably. Our mind will then expand clear and bright, vast, open, free, spacious, clear, cooling, clean and pure, bright, shiny. Our loving kindness shines clear and bright in the center of the mind of everyone, every being, cleansing the impurities, anger, vengeance out from their mind. The good nature will then rely this time to possess the mind of people and being, to be the owner of the mind, to bring in the good energy, to power the good system, to cleanse and purify, improve the elements, to be clean, to be pure, shiny and bright, purifying and liberating continuously. Not only that, loving kindness also cleanse every part element, particle of the environment, all the earth, water, fire, wind, mountains, lakes, hill, river, trees, leaf, grass, including all the building, home, item, furnitures, all bright and clear, clear, cooling, and pure. A loving kindness cleanses the environment, all of it, for it to be suitable for humanity, everyone, everything to live. Every time that we practice loving kindness, there are so many great wonderful things happening to the world and universe. Any being who bring value and benefit to the world and universe, those beings have the right to use value, the treasures and resources of the world and universe. Bring our mind, stop and still our mind, at the center of the good energy that is bright immeasurably. The flow of good energy is still flowing in from the center of the brightness of loving kindness continuously. We'll then share this merit to be upon people and everyone, everything, including our ancestors, our relatives, may humanity, everyone, every being, may they have part of this merit that we have diligently shared and practiced here too, as well as our ancestors, brother, father, mother, sibling, relative, grandparents, niece, nephew, cousins, our friend, our company, including our great teachers and masters, those with great way and benefit to us, angels that look after us, those who we have trespassed, and those who seek vengeance against us. May we forgive one another and receive part of this merit thoroughly and evenly. We then bring our mind to a stop, to a still, and the center of the gratitude is still flowing in from the center of the brightness of our mind continuously. We then bring our mind stop and still in the center of the pure good energy, and the center of happiness, purity and brightness of the good energy. They are still flowing in from the center of our mind, our body continuously. Bring our mind stop and still, uh, emerging, submerging ourselves in the stream of the good energy. Bring our mind stop and still in the center of the triple gem, the center of the Buddha gem, center of the Dhamma gem, and center of the Sangha gem, and stop and still in the center of the most refined Dhammaka body of Luang Pu. Stop and still in the centermost Dhammaka body, refined Dhammaka body of Luang Po. Stop and still in the most refined Dhammaka body of both Kunyai Ajahn. All mind is an element of success. Whatever you intend the mind to do, the mind makes it a reality. It is necessary for us to fuse and merge ourselves with the triple gem and great teachers and masters to be one. In every day, in every time, it is necessary for us to fuse and merge ourselves and great teachers and masters triple gem to be one, because they are the one with utmost value and benefit for our life. Because we rely on them to look after, take care, protect us at every millisecond, never ending, never ceasing, in looking after, taking care of us. Uh, Regardless if we're sleeping, awake, or traveling around, they always soft and still, purifying, liberating, cleansing our elements to be clean, pure, and bright. Look after, take care of us. Every millisecond, never ending, never stopping. That's why their value and benefit to us is immeasurable. To fuse and merge ourselves to be one with them allow us to work faster, easier, helping us at the maximum of their ability for maximum outcome better. Every time that we think of them, we appear clear and bright in their center, they appear bright in our center. Both we and them will appear bright in the center of all the Buddhas, all the Sun Buddhas, all the enlightened being, in all powerful and knowing ones. When we appear clear and bright in the center of Nibbana, immeasurable number of them, not 10, not 100, not thousand, not millions, but uncountable infinity upon infinity, will then rely this moment that is auspicious to ask them for a wish for a resolution, uh, setting a complete program to accompany the bright and clear good energy that we accumulated for the path of our wholesome, creating wholesomeness and perfection from this moment onward, filled with knowledge, purity, happiness, success, and fulfilling all things wholesome and beautiful. May all ask for merits, virtue, radiant power, strength, right authority, supreme absolute force of all the Buddhas, all the Sun Buddhas, and all the Arahant, as well as merit perfection of Luang Pu, Luang Por, Khunya Ajahn. May all these merit perfection all combine together with the merit and perfection we have diligently been accumulating ever since the very first time up until now. May all these merit and perfection all come together, be sacred, holy, have power, strength, right authority, supreme absolute force, compound and multiply endlessly, purifying our elements, thought, speech, action, body and mind, feeling, perception, mental formation, consciousness, fire, water, earth, wind, air, space, heart, and soul. To be clean, clear, pure, bright, free from defilements, impurity, sorrow, sadness, suffering, free from all the bad karma, bad energy, sacred bad energy, karma from Mara, free from all problem and obstacle, free from all the greed, hatred, delusion, lust, unknown wrong will, ego, craving, clinging, becoming complete entirely. May we have the eye of wisdom able to attain, understand, attain the Dhammaka knowledge, complete with threefold knowledge, eightfold knowledge, six supernatural powers, four analytical knowledge, eight liberation, 15 modes of conduct, complete entirely. May we have good health, long life, to accumulate and perfection until the rest of our life until we reach our destination. May we have unwavering motivation to head straight to enlightenment and most of Dhamma. No matter where we travel to, may we have utmost of luck. May we only safety be love of every human angel everywhere we travel to. May we have the bright sphere of wisdom, able to understand all the Dhamma of the Buddha, as well as Dhammaka knowledge. No matter what we're gonna do, our project may success. May it be simple, easy, convenient, prosperous, successful, free from all obstacle and problem, bear fruit beyond our wildest dream, imagination, estimation. May we have immeasurable works and resources and time to conduct acts of kindness and generosity. Once we have them, may we not be stingy, but conduct greatest acts of kindness and generosity. Once our time to be fell from this world, may we be reborn in a special community in the full of heaven, in the Bodhisattva realm. Once our time to be reborn again, may we be reborn in loving, caring, kind, wholesome, wise family. Bright View family, Dhammaka family, Crystal family, and example family of the world. Complete with utmost of physical treasures, mental treasure, material treasure. People treasure happiness, wealth, ranking, title, prestige, recognition. Dhammaka and utmost of Dhamma, may we be born with sacred, holy, powerful energy, able to recollect our past lives. The moment that we're born and born together with a crystal clear, pure, bright Dhammaka body instead of our body. May we have the utmost of wisdom, understand and study the Dhammaka knowledge with Luang Pu, Luang Por, Khunya Ajahn, ever since we're young until the rest of our life, through in accordance with reality. May all the unwholesomeness, bad karma, bad energy, all demons that we have mistakenly conducted ever since the very first time up until now, may all these unwholesomeness, bad karma, bad energy, demons never catch up to us, be forever forgiven, and have no opening to many kinds of fruit. May we no longer conduct unwholesomeness in our thoughts, speech, and action from this moment onward. May all the good karma, good energy, merits, good virtues, and perfection that we have diligently been accumulating thus far all combined together, be sacred, holy, powerful. Therefore, from this very moment onward, endlessly until we reach most of Dhamma, may all the wholesome aspiration and resolution all come true, be reality, barefoot. From this very moment onward until we reach the utmost of Dhamma, with immeasurable capabilities of all the Buddhas, all the silent Buddhas, all the Arahants. May every single one of our wholesome aspiration and resolution all come true. Sappheพุทธา Phalappatta ปัจเจกา Nanti Yang Phalang อรหันตานันจเต Chinarakhang Phantami Sappaso สัพพพุทธานุภาเวนะ สัพพธัมมานุภาเวนะ สัพพสังฆานุภาเวนะ สัทธาโสธี Bhavantu Te. Sadhu. May we slowly and gently open up our eyes. Hello everyone. Hope everyone had a wonderful meditation today. Oh, because there's not much of us left, I want to ask Pierre, how's your meditation today?
Hey, Lumpy. Meditation was a little bumpier than but he didn't change. Uh, likened to if the last couple of meditations have been normal round shaped limes, this was like a kefir lime, a little bumpy on the outside, but the quality of the meditation didn't change too much.
Mm.
As far as my expectations, didn't have too many expectations. The good system made it apparent whenever I started noticing that I was being too hard to stop still and relax. I was able to
Mm.
make the necessary adjustments as the meditation went on. And it was relatively
Mm.
I would expect. So yeah, a little bit of a challenge. I think that the reason that is because I was been having, like I mentioned earlier, some stomach issues that were super crazy, but really impacted just my overall sensitivity to my body, and it was a little more challenging to bring my awareness inside. I think that's one of the reasons because I was thinking about
Mm.
I make yeah, I think that everything was okay.
Mm. ก็ no problem. As long that the good thing here is that we gave our time to the good system. The good system took this time to clean whatever it needs to clean out. Our experiences are just the reaction, the fruit of the impurities. That's all. But the good system utilize this time to its fullest to do everything that it must do. So every time we are with the good system, good and great, wonderful thing happens. Not only that, but the good energy, attraction, and fortunes that we gain here will be used to help clear out the impurities and sorrow, suffering in the future. So therefore, mm, no, even if it might not feel the best, but knows that it is the best thing that you could have done for yourself. That's always a good thing. I remember when I first met Prajan, my meditation didn't go good at all. For the first 3 months, I meditate 8 hours per day, every day for the first 3 months. Uh, Is there happiness? Nope. A lot of enduring. But every day, every week, it gets better and better and better. And I see improvement every day, every day. I just gave it 8 hours. I just gave time. So therefore, God is something that I tried and tested for myself. So when I feel like, you know, it's not improving this and that, I go back to that, um, that experience of mine and just give it time. And every time it proves wonders. When I give time to good system, good things happen. Benefit happen to me like that.
Thank you for sharing.
All right. Oh, I think Carmen's asleep. So thank you everyone very much for coming and joining. Tomorrow there might not be a session because Carmen and I are traveling. So yeah, not sure. But we will keep it posted. All right, everyone. Take care. Good night. Have a wonderful day.
Good morning.